Stream Elements said Ye Old Nerdcast is now live. Streaming The Elder Scrolls 2, Daggerfall, running errands in Daggerfall, trying to build a menu.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nerdcast. It is Devin broadcasting, as always, live from an undisclosed location in the center of Texas on a pretty chill Friday evening. How's everybody doing out there? I don't know. I guess I said undisclosed in the upward way that I was lifting my mic, which was first time I've ever done that. How's everybody doing out there? I hope you're all having a good Friday. I'm having a pretty good Friday myself. I'm finally feeling back to normal, for the most part. I still have some sinus congestion, but everything else is pretty much back to normal. Yo, what's up, Wisp? Welcome back to the stream. How you doing tonight?
What's up, Street Corner Becky just redeemed What's Up, Jerk.
Coming at us from YouTube tonight. Yo, what's up, Vince? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Oh, yeah, there was that's what I wanted to do as well. Let me cue that up. I completely forgot. I think USC is playing tonight.
Street Corner Becky said YouTube? What's that?
Your presence
Street
just
Corner
reminded
Becky
me.
said tongue.
USC and A&M. I'm going to be jumping into Daggerfall. I'm close to the end of the game, but honestly, what's on my agenda... What? Okay, stop that. There we go. I'm gonna have to enable one of my most hated mods. One of my most hated mods in Daggerfall, which is the climates and calories mod. Because that's the mod where all of the ends have, like, I think that's the mod where all of the ends have, actually, let me see. Let me launch and check. Maybe I don't need that mod, but I think that's the mod where all of the ends have, like, more elaborate food menus. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write down all the food items on those menus, and then I'm going to try to concoct recipes for them for a future cooking stream. Oh, turned it on just in time to watch USC's quarterback get completely mauled.
Haunted_wisp said I got off YouTube but gave you a like.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Haunted_wisp said you are also playing in mute so you get YouTube love.
Thank you, I appreciate all the extra assistance. Wait, well, there we go. Let's see. Alright, it's turned off right now. It's turned off right now. Let's see what it's like. I didn't even realize A&M was 8-4. And USC is 6-6. God damn. It makes me so happy to put Texas A&M back in little bro status.
He said 6-6 is minimum for bowl eligibility.
I'm just happy to put Texas A&M back in little bro status. They tried to flee us by exiting the Big 12 and being in the SEC. And they thought they were going to be hot shit. And for a second, it looked like it when they had Johnny Manziel. It looked like it for a second. Kevin Sumlin and Johnny Manziel thought they were going to do something. Then they completely fell off the face of the earth. And then we showed up, became a top 5 school, top 4, ranked 1 for a good chunk of the season. Reignited.
Street Corner Becky said Johnny was a special college player. Shame he had no brains to go with it.
I agree. Like, Lamar Jackson shows you can play in the NFL with his skill set. But back then, also, a lot of NFL teams...
Becky said getting drafted by the Shitstains known as the Browns didn't help.
A lot of NFL teams were very, very, very slow to adapting pro offenses to college strengths. Only recently has that, like, become a thing. Yeah, this just says, like, beer, mead, wine, bread, broth, cheese, fowl, gruel. That doesn't mean shit. So, I'll have to relaunch it. I liked watching Johnny Manziel play. And there was a period of time when he was trying to revive his career in, like, the UFL or something, one of those leagues. And it just didn't work out too well.
Street Corner Becky said Lamar is a special case. The Ravens built their entire fence around his skill set. Most franchises want the QB to adapt.
But that's why all those franchises fail. It doesn't matter if you have Lamar's skill set or Peyton Manning's skill set. You have to build your offense around your quarterback's strengths. That's just how it is. Like, you're never going to get a truly plug-and-play quarterback. Like, you got to figure out what it is they do best and then make sure that the offense is geared towards what they do best. Only recently have teams started to figure that out. They stopped trying to take a quarterback and mold the quarterback into, like, their vision of what they want the offense to be. But I think that John Harbaugh has always kind of... Honestly, like, Lamar Jackson is just like... You know, he's like an evolved version.
Becky said it's also taken 7 years for the Ravens to really see the results last year as well.
Well, John Harbaugh has kind of been on board with that for a while because, like, Lamar Jackson is just sort of like an evolved version of Tyrod Taylor. And the Ravens drafted Tyrod in the 6th round, ostensibly to, you know, groom him to be the quarterback of the future. And he has pretty much all the same skill set as Lamar Jackson, just not as good. Not as good, but, you know, you could tailor an offense around him.
Street Corner Becky said Tyrod was pretty good at Virginia Tech.
He was, and he was good in Buffalo. He was good in Buffalo, too. But we had Greg Roman as our offensive coordinator. And Greg Roman, of course, he's a Harbaugh stalwart. John and Jim. And, of course, you know, the Ryan bros come from that same pedigree. So when Rex Ryan was our coach, he pulled Greg Roman right along in there. And Greg Roman did the thing. He built the offense around Tyrod Taylor. For the most part. Cabbage biscuits. Okay, I'm going to write that one down. I don't know what I just closed. Hopefully it wasn't anything important. Cabbage biscuits. Done Mary jerked horse haunch? What the fuck? And Solstime. Elk and scuttle. Potato porridge is pretty basic. I feel invigorated by the meal. What should I be doing anyways? Lysandrus's ghost appeared to me and told me that only the death or humiliation of his murderer, Lord Woodbourne, would lay his soul to rest. Lord Woodbourne is a noble of Wayrest and betrothed to Queen Elena. He has a castle in the wilderness of Wayrest. Do I know what that castle is called? Oh, I'm in Wayrest right now.
Getrion Kille said, "What up? Having a good night?" I
Yo.
am.
Yo, what's up, Kelly? Welcome back to the stream. Happy to hear you're having a good night. I'm doing all right. Any particular reason why you're having such a good night? Tombs of Masterson, no. No. Well, maybe it's the Citadel. Sekotragoth. What the fuck is that? This is a very suspiciously named place. Sekotragoth. Maybe I should gather more information before I go here. Unfortunately, it's nighttime, so I guess maybe I'll have to make my way to the castle here. See, this is why I hate this mod. You are a bit wet. It's just so fucking naggy. I almost want to make a mod for this mod where... Hold on, I wonder if somebody... Oh my god.
Getrion Kille said, "Just chilling and gaming. Had a good dinner. Playing some Mega Man right now."
What the fuck is this? Why is it doing all this? The fuck is this? How do I use this?
Haunted_Wisp asks, "What would you think of me if I got a pink Xbox controller?"
Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? What happened to the thing?
Haunted_Wisp said it's significantly cheaper.
Oh my god. New rule. Everybody that's responsible for any kind of AI tool should be, like, summarily executed. Summarily. Just drawn out into the middle of the street and blasted.
Haunted_Wisp said like $15 cheaper.
Alright, I guess I can't do it. Guess I can't do it. Oh well. Playing some Mega Man, nice. What would you think of me if I got a pink Xbox controller? Oh, I don't care. Hope it works well. It's significantly cheaper, like $15 cheaper. Is it like the same brand as what you would normally get? It's just cheaper because it's pink? You see, now it says you are somewhat wet. I miss... I'm very fortunate that I grew up in the era that I did. Because I grew up in the age where the internet was still largely just like a cool tool. It was just a cool little trinket that, you know, people could use to just have fun. And now everything, absolutely fucking everything on the internet is just goddamn monetized beyond reason. Everything is so fucking monetized. Hyper monetized.
Haunted_Wisp said cheaper cause it's pink.
Tell me about... Yeah, go ahead and get it. That's not... I mean, who cares what color it is? If it works fine. I can't ask about this dude. Parchment. Lord Woodbore, what? Is this something I have on me? Letter credit. A bunch of letter credits. Bunch of potion recipes. That's it. I guess I can't examine this, I guess I can't examine this parchment I have, I guess. Lord Woodbourne's private journal. I guess I can't ask about this lord? I don't really want to run through this tower again. We go to Daggerfall.
Patreon Kelly asks, you excited for the Oblivion remake?
I need to look into what all that entails. I heard that it was basically confirmed. I couldn't tell if it was actually a full remake or if it was just like a remaster. I need to look up information. If you could find me like a good video or something over it that kind of explains what all it is, if they've announced anything about it, I'll watch it. But I mean, other than that, yeah, sure, it sounds great. That game is dated as hell. And I'm always more for remakes than remasters. Remasters have kind of become lazy cash grabs.
Lynn Ratman said Lynn Ratman glitches in.
Yo, what's up, Lynn? Welcome back to the stream. How you doing tonight? Everybody watching on YouTube, I would be very grateful if you... Wait, what? If you hit the like button. Hit the like on YouTube. I would appreciate it. Let's see what they have to... Oh, I can't talk to her for some reason. I can't talk to him either. What the fuck? Oh, because these guys are probably like the villains. These are the villains. Well, talking to these two are out of the picture. We talk to the nobles down... What? No. So all they're going to do is tell me it's his private journal.
Getrion Kelly asks Yolin Ratman, how's it going? Still hacking it?
What to do?
Striger19 said, ye old nerdcast, when is SVI coming out? I need to know.
Yo, what's up, JTrigger19? Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Nobody knows when Elder Scrolls 6 is coming out. They haven't really talked much about that at all. They dropped a little teaser like however many years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, and that was it. Castle in the Wilderness of Wayrest is all that thing says.
Striger19 asks, what about the Winds of Winter? When is that coming?
Elder Scrolls 6 will come out before the Winds of Winter does, so I wouldn't, oh, I got a letter. I wouldn't hold your breath on that. Oh, it's just some vampire shit.
Street Corner Becky said it will come out before M50. Street Corner Becky says I am 40.
Winds of Winter is never coming out.
Lynn Ratman said smashes that like button. I actually finished it a while back lol. I'm on Genshin Impact right now.
You and Genshin Impact. It's so sad. I stopped thinking. I used to be like a huge Song of Ice and Fire fan. I still am, but I stopped thinking about it years ago.
Getrion Kelly asks you
I don't really
to the new Dragon Age?
Don't really care to anymore either, which is a shame because I used to be super huge into it, but I was never going to complete that shit. I haven't gotten Dragon Age yet, no. I was looking at it the other day because I think it's on sale as part of like the Steam sale. So
Getrion Kelly said Lynn Ratman nice.
I might grab it. Benedict Yeoming, why can I ask about them? This guy's dumb as fuck. So I can't talk to any of the royals right now, which probably means I'm maybe I should go to that. Maybe I should go to that random ass weird sounding place. Oh shit, it's dark. I can't see the entrance for the dungeon. Oh, here it is. Alright, just making sure that my thing was disabled. God damn, that dude was fucking walking around with a chunk of change on him.
Patreon Kelly said there's something peaceful about this game when skeletons aren't screaming lol.
Unfortunately, the skeletons tend to scream a lot. Can I use this? You spent an hour reading but learned nothing new. What the fuck? Physician's Lexicon. What is this supposed to teach me? Oh, I learned nothing new from the other book, but that book was too advanced for me. Enemies nearby.
Patreon Kelly said to be fair, I'd be mad too if I was missing meat. It's the best part.
Speaking of, there's a guy up there. Let me toss these books. He's right up there. What did that lever do? Oh, there's a guy right there. He didn't do any screaming, though. I can hear somebody else screaming. shit. Oh, my stamina's probably low. Why is my stamina low? It says I have no need for food or sleep because I'm a vampire. But, my stamina is low. The hell? Oh shit, one of these guys. Gotcha, bitch. All right. You are completely... See, I wanted the droopy dog AI voice so I could have it read these lines. You are completely drenched. Because that's how it sounds in my head. It's just some nagging ass voice. This mod needs a droopy dog mod. A droopy dog voice mod. So that every time it gets bitchy about how cold you are, how wet you are, you could actually hear it. You are completely drenched. Wait, what did it say? Says something about being drenched. I'm Argonian though, so being wet shouldn't hinder me. God damn. The cold is slowing you down. Why? I'm Argonian. Well, I guess it's cold, but the wet shouldn't make me cold. Oh, I'm silenced.
Wadiotes asks, did you finish Elder Scrolls 6, Redguard? And how did you like it?
This is part of what pisses me off about this fucking mod.
Said Bethesda shaming us for not being beta players.
The temperature is too extreme to rest. Whoever built this mod, I want to fucking pat them on the back. Tell them good job. Yo, Woody Oats, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Did you finish Elder Scrolls 6 Redguard? Elder Scrolls 6 Redguard. And did you like it? I didn't finish it. I forget where I left off. I left off with some annoying quest. I just kind of lost interest. It's a good game. It's actually a shockingly good game for being as dated as it is. But what am I supposed to do now? It's actually a shockingly good game for being as dated as it is, but I just got to a point where the random ass fetch quest it was sending me on kind of made me bored. Well, at least I had a couple of apples to eat for all the good it did. I can't rest because I guess my guy is cold. I'm betting that sitting by the fire... Oh, shit. What the fuck? I'm betting that standing by the fire isn't going to help. Well, it's not...
Wario said, I want the meme to be when Bethesda releases Elder Scrolls 6, it will either be a Daggerfall remake or a Redguard remake.
You know what? Like, I would actually really appreciate a Redguard remake. That's another game that I think would be very beneficial for them to remake. The game itself is a little bit ahead of its time. I could totally see them doing a remake that kind of plays a little like The Witcher. Oh man, kicked his ass off of the ledge. I don't know why I'm here. This doesn't look like the dungeon that this dude would be in. I think this is just some regular old random dungeon.
Getrion Kille said this is Daggerfall. Face with tears of joy emoji.
Is that a 300 reference? I did fucking Sparta his ass down there. Damn it! I was trying to hit him before he silenced me. Luckily, he didn't take any health off, so I don't need to heal, but...
Len Bradman asks if the Elder Scrolls 6 flops, what do you think will happen to Bethesda?
I mean, that's a pretty big, it's a pretty big if. Oh, it is nerfing me. Being cold is nerfing me. I hate this mod so much. I hate this mod so fucking much. Being cold is nerfing my stats, so I can't carry as much. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see. Because it doesn't seem like... Oh, I'm still silenced. I mean, they've already, like, Bethesda already, like, shut down several studios earlier in the year. Right? Like, oh my god. Oh my god. They shut down Tango Gameworks and a few others, Arcane Austin and all of that. And they did that before Starfield flopped, before the Starfield expansion flopped. So... I feel like if, I mean, they still have, well, first of all, I don't think Elder Scrolls 6 is gonna flop. I mean, I don't know what it would have to take for it to flop. It's not a new IP, like, it has fans that are eagerly anticipating the new installment. It's got a bunch of hype around it. So, like, it's gotta do what it's gotta do. And I'm sure the modern community will be more than willing to back it up more than they were with Starfield. So I think it has some success built into it. But even if it doesn't meet expectations, they still have what are you fucking asshole? They still have Fallout 5 too. They've got two big future releases that they have to make sure they deliver on. Like, the reality is, if Bethesda can no longer prove to deliver hits to Microsoft, I don't think it's within the realm of, I think it's outside the realm of possibility that Microsoft would shut it down. I mean, the brand still has, the brand is what has the value. You know, they bought Bethesda for the name and for the reputation that name brings with it. But if the only reputation that name is going to be bringing is buggy, disappointing releases, then what value does the brand have to Microsoft? They just shut them down. All right, it's not this place. Oh my god. Guess I shouldn't have used it. I didn't realize that was going to be like recall. Well, now I'm kind of fucked. Shit. I'm gonna save.
Getrion Kille said Lin Ramen, that is a pretty grim situation.
I don't think I don't think Bethesda is not in the kind of situation that like Ubisoft is in, obviously, or that even BioWare is, you know, people would hint at being in. Bethesda has a lot more brands behind it, and you know, even with the critical flop that Starfield has been, it still sold a lot of units. I'm turning this shit off. Oh boy, this is the worst mod. That is the worst Daggerfall mod, in my opinion. Okay. Now that I can rest again. The climate shit should not apply to vampires. You shouldn't have a vampire that gets too cold. How am I supposed to find this guy's castle?
Happy Royal Jester Dean, get ready.
To see my dick.
Hey, what's going on, Royal? Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing tonight?
Getrion Kille said, I mean, you're basically a corpse, so body heat shouldn't be an issue. Happy Royal said, hey.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Kelly.
Len Ratman said, sorry to come off negative, just curious and wanted to ask your inputs as you're in the game field. I wouldn't have clue.
No, it wasn't like negative or anything. It's a fair question. It's a fair question. I mean, it's a question that it's a question that a lot of people are asking right now. Like, there's a whole cottage industry.
_Wisp asks, hey Royal, how's it going?
There's a whole cottage industry on YouTube of people that just churn out Bethesda videos. People that just churn out Bethesda panic videos or Bethesda failure videos. Same with Ubisoft to a little bit of a lesser extent. Like, it's Bethesda, Ubisoft, and BioWare. Those are like the three companies that like get churned through like the YouTube grievance industry.
Street Corner Becky said, hi Royal.
Oh, the game's tied 7-7. I missed a touchdown.
Happy Royal said, hey Wisp. It's going fine. Hi Vince. Happy Royal said, sorry, I will miss your recap.
No worries. You're gonna be at the AEW PPV. That's pretty awesome. Oh wait, that's the name of the dude, right? Yeah, Lord Woodbourne. I guess it would stand to venture a guess that Lord Woodbourne would be at Woodbourne Hall. Oh, this looks fancy as fuck. I should have sold some of my gear. Maybe I'll exit out of here. I'll be sure to send you the link to the video so you can watch it on your own time. Royal. A lot happened in 2024. 2024 was a hell of a year. And 2020, I mean, it's not over yet, but man, it's ending with like... It's ending pretty spectacularly. I don't know if you guys have been following what's been happening on Twitter the past few hours.
Happy Royal said, yeah.
But, it's pretty fucking remarkable. The complete and utter collapse of the MAGA coalition crashing and burning before our eyes in pretty spectacular form. Like, I expected it to happen, but I mean, the dude didn't even take office yet, and it's already just like utter chaos.
Getrion Kille said, there is something coming about dungeon crawling in games. Happy Royal said, oh lol.
I'm gonna have to rest here. What time is it? Oh man, it's just the start of the day or the night. God damn it, are you fucking kidding me? Well, now what can I do? Look, maybe I can still go into these stores since it's so early. Awesome.
Haunted_Wisp said, I guess I'll have to watch news art to find out what you are talking about. Happy Royal said, are you still a vampire?
Holy shit, I have so much money. I have so much fucking money. I should buy a house somewhere. I still have a lot in my wagon too. What I'm talking about. Oh, Lord Almighty. Hold on one second.
Haunted_Wisp said, if it's the last few hours news hour in Washington week, probably missed it.
I don't think it's, well, no, that's not true. It is getting some coverage in traditional news media, but what's been happening is, so I don't quite know the origin story of it. Over the past couple of days, it popped off about, somewhere in Canada, Canadians not being happy with all the Indian migrants and whatnot. And it segued over into American immigration policy. Maybe it started with American immigration policy and I just heard about it for the first time from Canadians going stupid mode about it. But regardless, there was a big rift in the MAGA contingent that happened when Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, the two dudes supposedly in charge of that fake department that they made up, came out in favor of the H-1B visas. And H-1B visas are work visas that allow highly skilled workers who aren't U.S. citizens to work for American companies through a work visa sponsorship program. And in tech, a lot of people, there are a lot of engineers from all over the world.
Haunted_Wisp said, the high-tech visas.
Yeah, there are a lot of highly skilled tech workers from all over the world that work in America on an H-1B visa. But the split in the MAGA contingent are the super racist MAGA people that just don't want any fucking brown people in America, and like the upper class MAGA contingents that are like, no, we need them to be our indentured servants. And it's basically like an argument between no brown people or we want to keep our brown indentured servants. And that's the argument that Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy has been making. Ramaswamy came out with some really dumb shit where he posted on Twitter about the reason why I wonder if I can find it. I don't think I posted it. But he was saying something like, he was saying something like the reason why you need H-1B workers is because Americans, basically said Americans are too stupid to do the jobs, too stupid and lazy to do that work. So they need foreign workers for those particular roles. And obviously that set off a firestorm of shit that has just been snowballing into what basically turned into the MAGA contingent's biggest media mouthpieces going to war with one another. So, we've had a battle on this front here where Elon Musk and Laura Loomer are battling each other out. And Laura Loomer is fucking reading him to filth with basically things that they're not fake. It's not untrue what she's saying. You bought your way into MAGA 5 minutes ago after Trump almost had his head blown off in Butler. Remember when you voted for Biden and propped up Ron DeSantis and you said Trump was too old? All true. We all know you donated money so you could influence immigration policy and protect your buddy Xi Jinping.
Wisp said that's exciting.
You pretend like
Happy
you
Royal said this is so fun.
you pretend like you have made such a sacrifice at investment donating to Trump and buying X, but you only have increased your own wealth, which is true, and the wealth of your companies by practically invading Mar-a-Lago while trying to become Trump's side piece. Isn't that why you wanted so much hands-on control over the spending bill and direct communication with Speaker Johnson? I've been here supporting Donald Trump with the millions of other patriots in MAGA since the beginning, so I actually understand the campaign promises that Donald Trump campaigned on. He campaigned on limiting H-1B visas and decreasing immigration. Donald Trump won because of the forgotten men and women of America, not because of tech billionaires. Well, that's patently false. Tech billionaires who cheered.
Damn, someone isn't please slow.
And keep in mind, if you don't know who Laura Loomer is, she is an absolute fucking psychopath. But she was basically sucking Trump's dick on Trump Force 2 or whatever he was flying around on during the campaign before she got mysteriously banned from the plane. He didn't want a tech billionaire like you who bought. He didn't win because of tech billionaires who buy influence to jeopardize our national security by selling out to China, replacing American workers with foreigners who have disdain for white Americans. Always keep in mind in these battles that you're talking about basically the worst people fighting the worst people. Foreigners who have disdain for white Americans. Like, just fucking people that work, you know, at a company fucking fixing websites and shit. Like, they're sitting there dripping with disdain for white people.
Eats popcorn.
Like, and I work in tech. I've worked with a lot of fucking H-1B people, and, you know, it couldn't be farther from the fucking truth. It couldn't be.
Face with tears of joy emoji, grinning, squinting face emoji.
It really couldn't be further from the truth. I remember there was a dude from India that I was on his team. Working on a project, and I wanted to take him to lunch. Like, not just him, it was like our whole team. I was like, hey guys, I'll take you to one of my favorite places. I have to admit, it's a little out of the way, but it's worth the drive if you're willing to go. And they were like, yeah, fuck it, let's go. So we got in my car, and, you know, we were working at an office downtown Austin. And this place I was taking him to, a Palestinian chicken place, was way up north. So I think at this point, the Indian dude had only really been familiar with the downtown area of Austin, because that's where, you know, he was staying. And he was new to America, or at least new to Texas. He went to university, I think, in New York, actually. But he was new to Texas. So we drove outside of the city and started going north. And I'll never forget the conversation I had with him, because, like, he was stunned by what he was seeing. And he was just like, I never expected to see so much poverty, you know. Like, I was kind of shocked, and I was like, poverty? And, you know, he's not wrong, but, like, it never registered quite that way to me, because I lived in Austin for 20 some odd years. So driving through certain parts of the city, I'm just, you know, used to seeing things looking run down, and, you know, people living on the corners of the streets and shit like that. And we weren't at the part of town that I would consider poverty stricken and run down. We were just at, like, the low income part of town. But, like, that was his take. It was like, I didn't expect to see so much of that. Like, why is there, he asked me, like, why is there so much of this here? And I was like, buddy, that is a very, very long conversation. But then I was just asking him, like, well, what was your expectation? And he was telling us that, like, you know, from where he was at India, like, the image that they have of America.
How the people who voted for Trump are starting to realize that the Trump administration doesn't care about them. Like, they want to get rid of education but need more engineers. Think.
But, like, he was mentioning that, like, you know, the image that they have of America, you know, where he was growing up, is that it's a place of prosperity, just like endless prosperity, boundless prosperity and opportunity and all of that stuff. Like, the marketing that America gets outside of America is second to none. It's second to none. People would never guess people would never guess the level of struggle and poverty that actually happens in America if all they consumed was the marketing material that America projects out into the rest of the world. So in talking with him about that, like, it was like a real kind of a welcome to America kind of moment. And I see this shit like forwarders who have disdain for white Americans, and it's like, no, obviously this is fucking dumb on the face of it, but really they don't, like, if I was going to paint a broad brush, I would say that a lot of them just don't know what America really is like. And I think a lot of them are starting to have a little bit of a wake-up call. I think a lot of them are getting a little bit of a wake-up call right now about what America is really like. And it's not that like the whole prosperity and opportunity thing is fake. That's true too, to a degree, but it's less true now than it was 10 years ago. It's less true 10 years ago than it was 20 years ago. You know, those opportunities and that prosperity is only, more and more exclusively reserved for a specific contingent of people, particularly rich people. Wealth concentrates and all of that sort of stuff. But there is no disdain. It's growing pity and now probably fear. But it's not like everybody that comes to America, that migrates to America, generally does it for a better life. Again, the marketing material for America that they put out to the world is pretty spectacular. So if you're in the global South and you're running from your life from like drug cartels, or you just live in general poverty because you're in a city of like 1 billion people and resources are scarce, or any other kind of situation that would make you want to yearn for an opportunity at prosperity, then those marketing materials can be very, very powerful. Of course, you're going to try to go someplace where you can etch out a better future for yourself and for your family. That's where all that comes from. That's what all that's really about. Has nothing to do with disdain or even replacing workers. They just like, hey, there's jobs, there's opportunity there. I'm gonna go take advantage of that opportunity. I'll get myself a job. Simple as that. It's as simple as that. P.S. You aren't president. Trump is. Well, Trump isn't president either, honestly. But then again, Joe Biden isn't really president either. I don't know if we have a president right now, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. We might be in a really strange president-free zone. Trump is, as he already has a beautiful wife. I'm not sure what role you're trying to fill, but we voted for Trump, not you. Maybe others are too afraid to talk to you like this, but I'm not. Well, that was just the start of how this whole thing kind of exploded. MAGA is this close to figuring out Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy's Doge is a con. How did Doge go from let's cut wasteful government spending to here's why we need to import more immigrants almost overnight? Did I miss something? Well, I mean, for starters, this was always, yes, you did miss something. The thing that you missed was the con job. Like, this was never about cutting wasteful government spending. And as far as importing more immigrants, the thing that you need to know about the H-1B visa process, I don't know if you guys remember this. Refreshing memories here. When when Musk bought Twitter, like, that building was set on fire immediately. And, he overpaid for it. He was losing money hand over fist. The company was, inches away from bankruptcy, and he needed to do drastic things, which included just fucking wholesale firing scores and scores of people. He basically fired everyone that wasn't an H-1B visa holder. And a lot of those people quit. A lot of people just outright quit when he came in. The reason why H-1B visas are very important to him is because those workers' visa sponsorships are tied to their jobs. Meaning, if any of those H-1B visa workers didn't like Elon Musk and wanted to not work for him, and they decided to quit, they would lose their sponsorship and they would be deported from the country. there's like a 60-day grace period, I think, where they're allowed to look for work, but like it's not the same as it would be for a US citizen, where it's like, oh, I quit my job, I'm going to go apply to Applebee's, fill out my resume, have an interview, they decide to hire me, we shake hands, I sign on the dotted line, and now I work at Applebee's. It's not like that, because that company is going to have to sponsor that HB1 worker's visa, and the sponsorship process for that company is a whole other series of hoops to jump through. So it's not and those hoops, it's not that it's not impossible to do that, but it's a whole lot of extra work on the company, on the hiring company side, that they have to come to a determination. Is this person that we're going to hire, do we think they're going to be worth going through all this and putting, their sponsorship, on our books? So like there's built-in incentive there. There's built-in incentive to stay at a job that you might not like, working for someone who you might actively hate, because to try to do otherwise is to self-deport, basically, to kick yourself out the country. So he got those H-1B workers over a barrel. They couldn't go anywhere. They were basically indentured servants to him. And that's how Twitter basically has been operating ever since, like there's a reason why you don't see new Twitter features being rolled out, a whole lot of new Twitter. And the ones that are really just kind of suck and are half implemented and, don't really like. Remember when he rolled out, hey, you can get paid for engagement? Like, how well is that going? Like, it's all half-baked stuff, because like he doesn't really have a workforce at Twitter besides the HB1 visa guys. That's why this fight is so important for him. He can't let go of his indentured servants, because then the onus is on him to make Twitter a company that people will want to work for, that American workers will want to work for. And no one wants to work for this fucking asshole. Clearly nobody wants to work for him. The only people that are the people that like are forced to under the threat of deportation. So, that's why suddenly here's why we need to import immigrants is important. And then there's this guy. So basically the right split into two factions, the tech right and the right. And the right, by the way, is basically like the actual neo-Nazis. The tech right are the oligarchs, and the right are the neo-Nazis. It basically is a class war. This basically has split into a class war within the far right. And the tech right is like, hey, we need H-1B visa people to do the jobs. And the right is like, no, you need to hire Americans. And the tech right is like, but you guys are retarded. And then Elon Musk responded to that by saying, that pretty much sums it up. This was eye-opening. That pretty much sums it up. Did Elon just agree that MAGAs are... like, and he starts laughing. This is getting so much better. Like, Musk is just out there just being like, yeah, these American workers are, R-worded, that's what they are. And that's why we need to import migrants. And that kind of tied in with Vivek Ramaswamy's whole, the problem is the culture, his stupid, I'm trying my throat out here. His stupid ass take about culture. Eats popcorn. I find it funny how the people who voted for Trump are starting to realize that the Trump administration doesn't care about them. Like, they want to get rid of education but need more engineers. Yeah, exactly. We'll get to that point in a second. This is such a complete read from Laura Loomer, of all fucking people, too. Very true. Yeah, you have to have a sponsor. The complexity and politics of the corporate world. I mean, it's not that complex. Chris Rock said it best. The minimum wage means if we could pay you less money, we would. This whole HB1 thing is like, if we can enslave you, we would. Like, we're going to get right up as close as legally possible to having a workforce of unpaid slaves. However close that is, we can get there, we'll get there. If that means it's all H-1B people that, you know, we could leverage their residential status against them to get them to agree to pay cuts or insane work hours or whatever it might be, then hey, we're going to do that. If it means migrant workers from South America that work under the table for less than the minimum wage because they're afraid of being deported to ICE, then hey, we're going to do that too. Yeah, it would make sense that he would do that because of the potential for abuse of labor. I mean, that's all it's about. Oh, and then he posted this. I am constantly insulted on this platform, which is funny. I think this was actually the start of his, this was like the start of his crash out, because he did have an pretty epic crash out. The elites destroyed schooling in this country for profit, true. They treat teachers like dirt, true. Kids get shot in school, double true. They tell you college is not important and it can't be free, very true on both parts. And now you're sitting around mad about H-1B visas, LMAO. You've been robbed blind. All of that's true. All of that's true. Like, what we've done to education in this country in the past, I'll say 25 years. Pretty much since 2000. What we've done to education in this country is a fucking crime. It's an absolute crime. Teachers are constantly going on strike. They're constantly complaining about being underfunded, underpaid, lack of supplies, lack of resources, classrooms that are too packed with kids. They're teaching to tests that kids are underperforming because they're not getting adequate, they're not getting adequate FaceTime with teachers. They're not getting adequate lessons. They're not getting nutrition, basic nutrition. Like, you've got fucking school lunch debt. America is a country that is so fucking depraved that we actually have the concept of school lunch debt. Like, I don't think you need to be an incredibly intelligent person to understand that you are not going to perform your best academically speaking if you're starving, if you're malnourished even, like, the idea that the national public school meal debt is $176 million a year. 20.1 million students receive a free or reduced price lunch. The average lunch cost per child annually is $537. There's no reason why we can't just fucking eat $176 million a year. That is fucking nothing. Compared to the other shit in this government's budget, $176 million a year it would be. Now, Elon Musk is the richest person in the world, so obviously this is nothing to him, but you could go down to like the 50th, let's say 50th, who is the 50th richest person in America? Who is the 50th richest person in America? Eric Schmidt? Who the fuck is Eric Schmidt? Hardware stores. Harbor Freight Tools. This guy's the 50th richest person in America, and he's worth $15.6 billion? What the fuck? There are 49 other people worth more than that? Yes, Jeff Yes. I wonder what Jeff Yes. He made a lot of money on that, on his last name alone. Once gay people got a hold of his surname, he started cashing in, and now look, he's worth $49.6 billion. Trading and investing on Yes. Okay, this guy was down here at 50. But even him at 50, 15.6 billion, 176 million is nothing. Let's go to page 4. Who's on page 4? Jesus Christ, we have all these fucking billionaires. There's a guy in Montana worth $7 billion. Construction and mining. No, the In-N-Out Burger is on here. In-N-Out Burger guy is on here. Or Lindsay's girl, $7.3 billion. 176 million would be fucking chump change to her too. George Soros, isn't he supposed to be like the devil? How is evil incarnate himself, George Soros, 165 on the list? He's broke as fuck. He's basically me. Jim Kavanaugh, Neil Blum. Who's at the rock bottom of this list? Where's the... Okay, this Scott Vandersloot. Oh man, you have a name like Vandersloot, you gotta be better than 399. But even at 3.3 billion, Frank Vandersloot from Idaho at $3.3 billion can take care of school lunch debt for the entire country and have $3.3 billion left over. So like this is a part of the desolation of this country that I hope that more conservative-minded people are starting to come around on that. I hope that there's more of an awakening about what actually caused the demise of this country. And it's not fucking woke transgenders or whatever the fuck these idiots are thinking it is. Like, it's been plain as day for a long time, but I never got the sense that there was any opportunity for a broader class consciousness to awaken around it until that healthcare CEO got killed. The reaction to that dude getting killed was the first time, and seeing people just across the board, like completely in nonpartisan terms, you know, celebrated in revelry, I guess. It's the first time I was like, there is an opportunity, like all hope is not lost for enough of a collective class consciousness to awaken, to see what's happening, witness what has happened, and actually do something to like reverse it and fix it. Jameis Winston popping off again. Had to have that on there. Vivek came through and said, "You white folks don't raise your kids right. Your kids the right way like Asians do." And this dude said, Vivek talked to white people the way white people talk to black people, and they fucking did not like it. LMAO, which is kind of a true observation. Vivek did use that "where are the black fathers" attitude. He came with that "where are the black fathers" energy to white people. And that's a part of what sparked all this off. Now this, hold on a second. This is where things get interesting. I don't know if you considered everything that I've said to this point now to be interesting, but if you didn't think anything I just said was interesting, then this is where things start to get interesting, because there was a Twitter Spaces that a bunch of MAGA people were in, you know, yelling at each other basically about this whole thing. One of those people was somebody by the name of Adrian Dittman. And Adrian Dittman was getting into fights with people left and right in that space, accusing them of being racist and saying slurs and shit. Now, here's the thing to point out about Adrian Dittman. Adrian Dittman is Elon Musk's alt account. Throughout this, he says things like, "You are being racist, and you're just admitting this to these Nazis. I can't believe he's actually stunned. He's cultivated a website and culture and audience of insane reactionary racists." So the account that posted the original got suspended. But then there is this one here.
You know, like those spheres that they manufactured to test. Maybe you are kind of stupid, because how exactly have I said that? How exactly have I said that? Go ahead. Go ahead. Explain to me when I said this.
This, by the way, is like when his crash out was reaching its apex, or reaching its zenith rather.
I do understand. I'm getting unhinged, and I can talk like
no, not me at the moment.
But listen. But I get really passionate about it, because I can't imagine.
Yeah, probably you should put that passion somewhere else into, I don't know, informing yourself, because sorry, stop muting me, by the way. What you're saying is absolute bullshit.
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay, again, tell me where exactly I said what you claimed that I said. You're putting words in my mouth.
Listen, I'll tell you something. If I go to your fucking house and tell you how you're supposed to act, and I'll call you.
By the way, a lot of these accounts got either suspend it or outright delete it. This conservative, I forget what it's called. It's called like Conservative Go or something like that. This account here, I think, they had a gold badge on them, and that gold badge established them as a corporate entity, by which all other Twitter accounts that were associated with this corporate entity were allowed to be monetized. And what Elon Musk allegedly did after this whole Spaces was he removed the gold badge, which meant that every content creator under this label all lost monetization privileges.
That you racist.
When have I told you how to act? When have I done this?
You know, you're insane. You
You sound actually unhinged, and I hope that you probably seek out the necessary medical attention that you need in order to deal with this insanity, because you are a threat to the fucking platform.
I've waited a long time. So let me just make my point.
You think you're superior? That's what it is.
Wow.
He
I don't
does.
think I'm superior to anyone. I clearly stated I have the smoothest brain on the planet.
No, you definitely think you're superior, but that's okay. The point I wanted to make.
I definitely think I'm super smooth brained, and I think I'm like the most aerodynamic thing here. You know, like those spheres that they manufacture to test like whether or not a kilogram is actually accurate. You know, the spheres of silicon. That's how smooth my brain is.
Yeah, you're the UFOs over New Jersey.
It's
anyway,
so flat and such a mirror that you can see the future in it, and you don't like what you see.
Jesus Christ, you're obnoxious. All right. Was if it is in fact true that Laura, Owen, others have lost their blue check.
And all of that was because they were so mad about losing their blue check marks. Oh, by the way, just as a side note, at the same time the wealth of the world's 5 richest men more than doubled since 2020, U.S. homelessness rose by a record 18% in the latest annual data. 18%. So keep that in mind of what is happening in America while all of this is going on. Meanwhile, Laura Loomer's not done because she's turning the guns on fucking Ian Miles Chong. Fuck this guy, by the way. So I'm very happy about this too. For whatever reason, he decided to chime in. Milo was right about you. And by the way, you never have to fucking give flowers to fucking Milo Yiannopoulos. Confirmed pedo. She goes, shut up, you stupid fucking foreign plant. You don't even live in my country, true. You live in Malaysia, true. And you want to influence our discourse so you can get large payouts on X from Elon Musk, true. You should be forced to register as a foreign agent. I hope the Malaysian Sharia police find you. I'm for, hey, go after all of these fucking people. Let them fight. I am Ken Watanabe from Godzilla going, let them fight. Vivek Ramaswamy just told me that I was too athletic and fucked too many girls in high school to work for the Toshiba customer support call center. No, he didn't. Yes, he did. And then he asked me to purchase a $200 gift card from the nearest Walgreens and give him numbers off the back. These guys are just losing their minds right now. Here's another Adrian Dittman video.
Beautiful. Adrian, one more point. This country was founded by white European civilization and culture, and that's what makes it beautiful, and that's what made it strong, and that's what made it intelligent. You could say, well, the Asians have higher IQs, but you know what? The Asians built their society, and they built a great one, and I would like a place that is for my people, by my people, and if there's some blacks
and
there,
what
fantastic.
have you specifically contributed to this long founding legacy, sir?
Wait, ask that again.
Like, what have you specifically contributed to the great country? Like, what have you specifically contributed that you believe that you somehow have the right to call other people various weird names based on their race?
My first business when I was 16, it was a media company, and I sold it for $52,000. I employed 3 people, and right now I do something else that I'm not going to get into, and I've done other.
Do you happen to be running like a clan of some kind by any chance? Well. Because really.
So explain to me. Go ahead. What have you contributed to this country, Adrian?
So this is the thing that I don't understand.
Which country in particular?
Do these people not understand? How do they not know that they're talking to Elon Musk? Like, even before I knew that this guy was Elon Musk on a sock account, just hearing the voice, I was like, oh, that's Elon. Like, how do these guys not know? How do they not know that they're talking? Like, and this isn't like oh, you don't know Elon Musk? He's a massive contributor to society, blah, blah, blah. This isn't like that. But it's seriously like, if these people, through their own ideological spectrum believe that, you know, entrepreneurs and, you know, the capitalist class are the captains of industry, that, you know, they're job creators and they're the ones who truly are the innovators and contribute to society and blah, blah, blah. If by their own rigid structure they see people like Elon Musk in that form, how could you possibly ask Elon Musk what he's attributed, you know, by their metrics, unless you just don't know who this fucking guy is, which is crazy to me that you would not be able to guess who he is, which honestly makes this even more special. It makes all of this so much more special. All right, I'll talk to you soon. I got to head out. Night, friends. Hey, thanks for stopping by and hanging out, Royal. Have a good night and have a good evening at the show tomorrow. Hope it's awesome.
This country, the United States, the only country that, quite frankly, matters.
In terms of taxes, actually quite a fair amount. I'd imagine I've contributed a fair amount.
Not taxes, because we all know that taxes are bullshit. Taxes are ways that they control us. None of the money fucking matters.
Taxes are the ways they control us.
Adrian, what have, no, you're not going to walk away from this because I answered you. You're not going to walk away because I answered you, Adrian. I answered you, so now you're going to answer me. What have you contributed to the United States of America?
I have literally just stated to you exactly what I've contributed.
Which one is Elon? The guy who's speaking right now is Elon. He's on an account, this account here called Adrian Dittman.
But your inability to receive this makes me believe that you are perhaps a retard.
I haven't heard it. What did you contribute? What have you built here?
Taxes, sir. Specifically taxes.
Okay, well, taxes is retarded.
Is that enough? Is that enough? Is that a problem? Do you have a problem with people paying taxes?
No, taxes
is contributing to the maintenance of the infrastructure that you use without actually understanding what it's all for.
You don't really care, and none of you people do. None of you.
How do I not care? I mean, I am to an extent you're correct. I don't care about your strange ass opinion. You're fucking racist. That's all I know, man.
Taxes, and we all know that we're nickel and dime by the IRS.
You are the reason why specific political opinions are looked upon as something that's racist. You are literally the fucking case study. You are the evidence.
You don't know what you're
seriously,
talking about.
You come in, and the first thing you do is you just insult a bunch of people based on their fucking skin color.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, no, I didn't do that, but go ahead. Explain to me how I did.
And what have you done?
Explain to me how I insulted people based on their skin color. I described their country,
what is this, actually? Let's take
I just want to remind you of what you're actually witnessing here. After... Jesus, how long has it been? I guess only maybe a year. God, it feels like it's been longer. Maybe it has been. I just lost track of time. But after months on top of months on top of months of all of the warnings and all of the consternation and all of the reporting about Twitter after Elon taking over and getting rid of the content moderation team and all of this sort of stuff, and oh, it's becoming super racist and the usage of the N-word has spiked, and you know, reports of hate campaigns have spiked, and oh, it's just a cesspool for the worst racist right-wingers and blah blah blah. All the months of all that and all of the denial, the constant denial that this very same dude, you know, has been, you know, spitting out in desperate attempts to keep advertisers from walking away, because advertisers were seeing it and advertisers were being affected by it and advertisers didn't want to associate with it. So they took their ad dollars and walked away against Elon's insistence that no, Twitter is not like that. And what you're seeing right now is him deep in the muck, fighting tooth and nail, fighting for his life against the very creatures that he created, or maybe not created, but helped cultivate. You know, he found them lost in the woods and fed them, strengthened them, gave them a purpose, and let them out loose into the world.
Look at.
Okay. I mean, this is going nowhere. Jordan Daly.
I just want to I want to know.
Hang on. I mean it. Jordan Daly says he has some information that can shed some light on Loomer's situation specifically. So, Jordan, tell us.
Hang on. Could I just say one more thing, Adrian? I served in the military as well. So that's another thing that I contributed.
Oh my God, Adrian, I served in the fucking military.
Okay, God. Jordan, have you got anything?
Oh my goodness. And as the times move on, Laura Loomer posting, responding to a tweet from Elon Musk, where Elon Musk says, just a reminder that the algorithm is trying to maximize unregretted user seconds. If far more credible verified subscriber accounts, not bots, mute, block your account compared to those, blah, 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 whatever. She responded to it, I understand Luigi Mangione now. Yes, incredible things are happening. Like this, it's exploded into. I'm not going to play this one. I think we've heard enough from Adrian Dittmore, but it really has exploded into like a pretty remarkable civil war amongst the right. Matt Gaetz, for whatever reason, is deciding to get himself involved with it. The last person who should probably eject himself into any kind of public discourse. We welcomed the tech bros when they came running our way to avoid the third grade teacher picking their kid's gender and the obvious Biden-Harris economic decline. We did not ask them to engineer an immigration policy. Oh boy. It's wild to see MAGA turning against Elon Vivek and David Sachs, etc. So yeah, like it is pretty remarkable. I mean, look, they're doing what right wingers do, man. They're fucking going nuts. College education is woke. MAGA, yay, we hate college. Rich MAGA, we have to hire educated foreigners because you motherfuckers are too dumb. MAGA, wait, what? That's really a brief summation of everything that caused this whole kerfuffle to occur. And then this post on, I guess, 4chan, spend 4 years pretending to be a subtly red-pilled white nationalist. On Christmas Day, rug pull his entire fan base, reveal all he wanted was cheap, I think that might be a slur, workers. They think Elon Musk rug pulled them with pretending to be a red-pilled white nationalist. Yeah, this is the account that I was talking about. All of our influencers have now lost verification status, as well as our own page. Our brand did nothing. We spoke out against HB1 visas, and it appeared that Elon Musk intentionally shut us down. Is this the new status quo from America's most free social media platform? So yeah, it seems like he's been ripping away badges and taking away monetization from a lot of people that were in that spaces, arguing against him. Laura Loomer is out here absolutely roasting Elon Musk and appears to have his number precisely. I don't know what's going on with this fucking woman, to be honest. Because this almost is confirmation that she is just an outright evil person, because she knows the information. She knows the reality of the world that we live in, but she actively chooses to gear her advocacy towards the more hateful element. Nobody can afford to live off of $70,000 a year in today's America. Largely true. I'm sure there are some remote pockets here and there, but largely true. Stop crying about declining birth rates, which is a fucking right-wing staple in general that I'm sure she probably complained about in the past herself. When you want us to live like a bunch of welfare queens, can't have a family and keep having more kids while making 70 grand a year and also working 80 hours a week. You could make more money doing 40 hours a week and overtime at McDonald's each year. Well, if you have an understanding that this is the reality that a lot of people are living in, then why? I don't understand, what... I see this, and she's using it to flame Elon, and it's accurate, and it's true, it's right. But where does that tie into your advocacy for a lot of the right-wing prescriptions for this, which is basically deregulating these companies? All they want to do is deregulate these companies. They don't like the minimum wage. The minimum wage is the only thing that's going to get these numbers up. Raising that wage raises everybody's wages. So they're not for. In fact, Trump himself has talked about how the minimum wage is too high. you know, and at times in the past. Like, what is the prescription here? It clearly, it seems like she knows the information, but only wants to deploy it as a weapon against, like, adversaries within her own kind of sphere of influence. Because if she had a genuine care, that it feels to me like she would probably be advocating for maybe different policies. I don't know what to make of it, but it's fascinating that she is deciding to weaponize this against Elon Musk. When you thought MAGA just hated blacks and Mexicans. Yeah, and then we have we've got a lot of Indian MAGA people coming out and voicing their own personal regrets. I'm deeply questioning my decision to support the Republican Party after witnessing the persistent and dehumanizing attacks directed at me and my community by individuals who, despite hiding behind a veneer of respectability, openly harbor and amplify racist ideologies. I've tried to hold on to the belief that these voices represent a vocal minority, not the broader values of the party. But time and again, I am disheartened as accounts with massive following, many of them wielding significant influence, parrot unhinged conspiracy theories and perpetuate overtly racist tropes without consequence. This isn't just about isolated comments or fringe behavior. It's about a pattern that reveals an uncomfortable truth about the party's failure to unequivocally reject bigotry. The funny thing is, I'm not going to read all of this. The funny thing is, this isn't new. This isn't new. It just was never directed at you. That's the thing. That's the frustrating part about this, is that none of this is new. It just wasn't directed at you. And now that you're in the crosshairs, now that people that look like you with names that sound like yours are in the crosshairs, now suddenly you're like, oh, I can't believe that, you know, this bigotry, they're not denouncing it. I'm disheartened by the accounts. And where were you at when you were supporting the Republican Party, when they were saying all this shit about fucking Mexicans or black people, you know, or the Jews? You know, as so quickly they're eager to fall back on that old standby, which they do every time they deploy George Soros's name, which is funny since we just saw where he landed on that list of wealthy people in America. He's ostensibly a broke boy. But it's fascinating that, you know, they're starting to, you know, sometimes that's what it takes. Sometimes it takes being in the crosshairs yourself to recognize what it is that you're dealing with. I love seeing MAGA slowly come to realize things about how Elon operates the rest of us have known for years. Elon is telling you he doesn't want Americans for his companies because they're not smart enough, but the real reason is that they're not scared and compliant enough. And this is Ann Coulter, of all fucking people, one of the ghoulish of the ghouls, old school ghoul, classic ghoul. This is the original flavor ghoul. American workers can leave a company. Imported H-1B workers can't. Tech wants indentured servants, not high-skilled workers. So again, you know, I guess that's the. I mean, I'm sure more has come out since I liked this one, but that's what's been popping off on Twitter. You asked me a question in passing, Wisp, about what I was talking about. I hope I caught you up to speed. on what I was referencing when I said that today. It's a pretty fascinating day in our current news climate. I don't know where this is going to go from here. I don't know what's going to develop from this. I don't know. I don't know. It's such a mystery. All of this, like, we are in uncharted territory. And I know that kind of gets said a lot, but it really is uncharted territory right now, because we seem to have an administration that is dead set on mass deportations. Like, they're already talking about building the concentration camps that they're going to need to you know, put captured immigrants into. in order to process them for deportation, which, by the way, I'm just going to let you know how that's going to go. It costs a lot of money to keep people in detention. A shit ton of money. It costs a shit ton of money to keep people in detention. And at the numbers that they're talking about, deporting 11 billion people, 11 million people, what's going to happen is they're just going to start killing them. And it's going to turn into death camps. It's going to turn into concentration camps that become death camps, because it's going to be much more cost efficient to just kill them than it is to store them and feed them and keep them healthy and then put them on a plane or a bus or anything like that to ship them off to wherever they want to ship them off to. That's going to get too expensive. It's going to become too much of a bureaucratic boondoggle, and the cheapest option is just going to be to kill them. So get ready for that revelation, because that's usually how it goes. Oh man, that was a primer. That was a primer. That was a lot. Oh, that was a lot. Let me catch up on chat. I know I haven't read it in a while. I've been on a tear going through that list. Oh, let me see. Oh, I had a chat from Mogbro with the alternative being lunch brought to you by Nabisco or Nestle. I don't know if you're still in the chat, Mogbro, but welcome to the stream if you are. That's also been a direction that school lunches have taken years and years ago. I'm old enough to remember going to school. Hallways were relatively empty. You go to the cafeteria, you just get cafeteria food from your lunch lady. But then in like high school, I started seeing vending machines, and then in the richer parts of town, like I went to a relatively, I wouldn't say poor, it was just like a lower middle class high school, but I knew that our rival high school on the other side of town, the rich side of town, there were rumors that they had a Taco Bell. They had a Taco Bell in their cafeteria, and they have like a Sonic in their cafeteria and shit like that. And then more sponsored food and meals and vending machines and shit like that. So yeah, it's all about getting corporations to profit off of school lunches for sure. I can't even get into a video game if I'm super hungry, let alone learn. Yeah, exactly. It's a huge component to being able to absorb information just on a base level. Like, you got to absorb this information. Well, let's make sure that you have the nutrition, the physical ability to do so. I dated an immigrant who got an H-1B visa because her mom worked at JPL, so I have mixed feelings. Why mixed? Your feelings should be pretty straightforward about it then, Wisp. I feel. Bot is no longer reading our text. Yeah, I turned it off so that I can just plow through the news uninterrupted. I'm going to turn it back on in a second. I just read an Uncle Scrooge comic where Duckburg thinks he's not rich anymore, and it was great. No, this is interesting because I don't trawl social media. Well, you're probably a much better off for not doing that. I'm so smooth. I wonder how that guy felt when he found out that was Elon. I mean, who knows if he even never found out. He's probably too dense to realize it even today, even right now. No, please play all you can and comment. A lot of it was just, saying, I mean, they were in a shitty circular argument, so they just kept saying the same things over and over. I don't think he's pretending. It's just different when you have an obligation for profit. Apparently that word was made up on 4chan to mean my soon and to make fun of Turkish people or something. Oh, well, 4chan are full of fucking idiots anyway, so I'll just stick to not saying it. It wasn't in passing. Thank you for that. Oh, no worries. I hope it was entertaining at the very least. I went to a more richer high school in New Mexico. I was poor, though. Did you guys have a Taco Bell in your cafeteria? To me, that's the true marker. I guess that's the true marker of wealth, is whether or not you have a Taco Bell in your cafeteria. You know, now that I think about it, it wow, is there any other place open nearby? Let's see if I can hit there before it closes for the night. Now that I think about it, it has been a while since I've done, like, straight news coverage. I think I used to do more of that back in the day. And then somewhere down the line, I just segued into doing more gameplay stuff. I mean, I covered the conventions and stuff, but... Alright, let me sell my shit to this guy. That's all I can sell? Can I use these books? Really? There's shit about swimming that I, as an Argonian, don't know? Oh, we did not. Yep, you're a broke boy then. If you didn't have a Taco Bell in your cafeteria, you are a poor. You can hang out with the rest of us poors. All right. There's nothing else I can sell to you? What's taking up so much weight on my wagon, then? I've got all this enchanted shit. That lightened the load a little bit. All right, just go straight west. We did have food trucks at our high school, though, and that was 1999 to 2001. All right, that's still better than what I had. We didn't even have food trucks. Oh, these are all general stores. It was all breakfast burritos? Oh, it was the old school food. Oh, you had like the old school food trucks then. That was before food trucks became like niche and oh god damn it. That was before food trucks became like a niche hipster thing. What time is it? Is there a... the dead gnome? Before food trucks became like a hipster foodie staple, They all looked the exact same. They were white. They were white, usually unmarked, and they had the little awning thing that popped up. Everything on the inside seemed to be made of aluminum foil for some reason, and all they sold were tacos and burritos. It was the taco truck. I remember being excited about the taco truck coming or being nearby. Oh my god. This game. This fucking game. What can I do? I mean, nobody's out and about. Who am I going to kill to drink their blood? I guess the sun's about to rise. After this, I'm not going to need to come back to Wayrest, I imagine. So I'll just kill a citizen and get put on bad terms. New Mexico breakfast burritos hit differently. Do they all have green chili on them? Oh, you know what? I can still fast travel. Let me go to... There we go. There it is. Fuck. Oh shit. Oh shit, what the fuck? Three liches is pretty fucking crazy. God damn, that was not what I was expecting to walk into. 3 fucking liches. Was that spider enough to give me blood so I can fucking... I guess I don't need to anymore. What time is it? I'm gonna save. This is probably gonna be ill-advised, but I'm going to go back to Wayrest. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back recklessly. You guys are making me hungry. What else is new? What else is new on this channel? Let's just talk food all the time. No matter what the conversation starts off with, it always inevitably ends up leading back to food. Oh, this didn't help me out at all. Alright, let's do 9 hours. Oh, the books. I should have studied those. That's not the place I want to look for anyways. Oh, yeah, let me, I just saw... Be back in 10 minutes. Gotta do some toaster pop-ups in the toaster. Speaking of a toaster pop-up, hello, it is me. And did somebody say toaster? Yo, what's up, toaster? How you doing tonight? Welcome back. Speaking of a toaster pop-up, and a toaster pops up. Just in time to miss my whole thing covering all the Twitter drama. Let's head this away. Let's head
Maniacal
this
Toaster
away.
said I saw Nosferatu. It was pretty good, but I didn't understand half of it. I didn't see Nosferatu 1.
It's a good joke. That's a good dad joke. It's a clever dad joke. I like it. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna use it. I couldn't follow Nosferatu at all, but I guess I'd need to see Nosferatu 1. I'm actually going to go see that on I'm gonna go see it on
Said man I could go for a big fat ass breakfast burrito with a root beer right now, says in droopy voice.
I wish I could have. That makes me. You see, got me mad again, Lynn, because now I'm mad that I couldn't get that droopy dog AI voice thing to work. Because every fucking AI thing on the planet wants you to create an account and pay them money. Fuck all these people.
Toaster said I ain't gonna spoil a goddamn thing.
You should be allowed to steal from AI companies. It should be legal to steal from AI companies. That's the platform I'm campaigning on. They steal from you, you steal from them. But yeah, I'm gonna go see it on Sunday. I'm excited to see it. I don't know if I've watched a Robert Eggers movie that I didn't like. He did The Northman, right? I think he did The Northman.
Maniacal Toaster said AI has ruined text-to-speech bots. Used to be a funny and charming thing, and now you have to explain to people constantly that you're not stealing an actor's voice and also what the difference between text-to-speech and AI is.
Yeah, I guess that's true too. AI has ruined a lot of things though, including the environment, including our usage of power, for radically nonsensical purposes too. I'm just over here waiting for the Butlerian Jihad. Either the Butlerian Jihad or like cold fusion reactors to like come online and go into mass production. If we can't get the cold fusion reactors, then Butlerian Jihad it is. And I think the way that we should deal out, like the way that we should like administer creating these reactors in our society is that for every cold fusion reactor that gets turned online, you have to publicly execute a oil or natural gas executive. You have to. You just have to. You have to. Because those things aren't going to come online any other way. It's kind of foolish to think that a cold fusion reactor is something that ExxonMobil or some natural gas company is going to allow to have happen without any level of friction. We just need to go ahead and get ahead of that. Just get ahead of that. What's this building over here? Oh, that's probably that other armor shop. This place doesn't have like a fucking... You know what? I don't need it though. I probably don't need
Maniacal Toaster said when companies build an entire fucking cold fusion plant and dedicate the entire thing to one singular project, it'd better be fucking teleportation or the instant cloning of new limbs. Doing it for AI is so fucking stupid.
I mean, ideally, it would be a number of cold fusion reactors that can be used to replace everything. I mean, we can replace all of our oil fields with it if we want. If we had the will to do it. What time is it? All right, let's go to... Is this the place? Is this the place? No, this is the place. Woodbourne Hall, finally. Finally. God damn. Alright, this spell sword doesn't fuck around.
Len Bradman asks why don't we just use AA batteries to solve our energy needs?
That would be a hell of a lot of pollution. All those AA's you'd have to find ways to recycle. The fuck is this? Why is there just a big wooden block right here? Oh, this probably raises up. Well, you know what? I'm a fucking vampire. Why do I need a wooden block to raise me up? I could just go up here and see what's going on myself. Oh, look at this. Who are you? Eat shit. I'm gonna go check out your loot. Oh, backstab. Just think about all the people on that list I looked at. The richest, the list of billionaires. I think it was the list of all the billionaires in America. All the billions of dollars that they have. And just think about, like, what we could do. What we could do. Even not just the bottom. Just the bottom 100. I mean, it was like, what, 366 people? Just the bottom 100. We could build Shinkansens all over the fucking place. We could pay for universal health care. We could do a tremendous... Well, we'd probably have to dip into the bottom 200.
Dare I say AAA batteries?
No AAA batteries. Oh man, he's having a time with this door. I'll give you a 9-volt battery, but only if every time you use it, you have to do the tongue test. Oh man, I forgot how annoying this dungeon is because of all of these intersections. Who built this fucking castle? I want to find the architect that designed this. Ooh, god damn it, I should have backstabbed you too. I like how I hit him in the back with the sword.
With tasks and Taco Bells in every high school?
I like how I hit him in the back with the sword and then I pacified him with etiquette. Like, I wonder what that actually looked like. Like, I hit him in the back with the sword and then was like, "Good day, my fine fellow." And he was like, oh, this guy's a gentleman, even though I'm bleeding out my spine. Oh, shit. I wasn't expecting that outcome. No, not a Taco Bell at every school. Quite the opposite. We will fund every school having a full roster of chefs. And the chefs don't just, will do it like, I don't know if you ever watched Michael Moore's Where to Invade Next. But he talked about how they do school lunches in France. And some French schools, like, teaching the children how to make nutritious meals is a part of the education process. And that's what I would do. Bunch of chefs working in schools, and they are teachers, and they are teaching children about diet and nutrition and how to cook nutritious meals, how to make nutritious lunches. The kids don't always make their own lunch, but it rotates. So sometimes you're making lunch for your classmates, and sometimes your classmates are making lunch for you.
Maniacal Toaster said I actually just got home, so I gotta do laundry. BRB.
No worries. Do your laundry. Can I find my way?
Wisp said lunch is 2 to 3 hours in France.
Don't rush it. I would also dramatically cut down on, like, the amount of, you know, again, it would be a rotational thing. So on days where you're cooking, then your school curriculum on those days revolve around that. And you can teach, and obviously that's a part of math too. You can teach math in the kitchen. It's a big part of the kitchen. Having to learn how to do measurements, you learn fractions there. Addition and subtraction and all that kind of stuff. You can learn multiplication. You can learn all sorts. You can learn chemistry in the kitchen. You can learn all sorts of things. You just have to be smarter about it than what Americans are right now. Oh, it's about to be an ad. Let me go down here. Hello, my vampire brethren. I just floated in and fucked up your day. Ooh, shaman and a wraith. Wait, what happened to the shaman? Get back to your fight. Oh. Fuck? Something just killed a vampire. Wait. Oh, shit. What the fuck? Oh, okay. He's fighting down there. Oh, shit. God damn, I'm hearing doors opening all around me. Motherfuckers are ambushing me left and right. I'm about to be encumbered really quickly. Death. I will float down to loot you. Oh, there's a guy right there. Too far from the entrance to go back to it now, I think. Dead end. Man, this levitate lasts a while. Oh, I was here already. Well, you know what? Then I'm not too far from the entrance. In fact, it's right in front of me. Do I have slow fall by any chance? I do. Oh shit, ran too far. All right. I'm going to call it for tonight.
Maniacal Toaster said, "Good stream, good job."
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Haunted_wisp said, "Today is my B-day and I'm not riding high yet, but I did appreciate that overview of the Macaw Coalition fracturing." Len Ratman said, "Finally reached Hunter rank 63 in Monster Hunter. I think that's a good stopping point for the night." Wadiotes said, "Good night."
Wait, today's your birthday, Wisp? I'm not writing hi yet, but I do appreciate the overview of the MAGA coalition fracturing. Well, happy birthday! Happy birthday! You should have mentioned that up front. I hope you, I guess it's the end of your...
Wisp said, but Trump will talk about a tugboat or something and everyone will become distracted.
Is your birthday just starting or is it just ending? If it's just starting, then I hope you have a great birthday. Suki does too. She's right here. She won't let me pick her up though. She's very...
Haunted_Wisp said, yes, sir.
What's up, Suki? Thanks for stopping by, Woody Oaks. Or Waddy Oats. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good rest of your night too. Ending. Okay, well, I hope it was still a fine birthday. It's funny that you got such enjoyment out of... You got as much enjoyment out of the MAGA stuff that as I did.
Wisp said, but technically it's still my birth 24 hours.
Oh, hi. You're just sitting there, huh? You're not on camera. You're not on camera.
Street Corner Becky said, can't wait to watch the recap with you all. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, that's
said, good to see you, Woody Oats. Then Ratman said, happy birthday.
That's gonna be tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm gonna try to start the stream at 8 p.m. Central. I'm gonna try to start the stream at 8 p.m. Central. I'm gonna do a react to my recap, my rewind, my 2024 rewind. I'm gonna go over my if I have the time, I'm gonna go over my New Year's resolutions, check off the ones I accomplished, and set some new resolutions for 2025.
_Wisp said, have a good one, Vince.
And I hope to do some community stuff too. So come back tomorrow. I hope to see you all tomorrow. It'll be a fun one. It'll be a fun one. Until then, have a good rest of your night. Hope I see you all tomorrow. Today is Friday, yeah.
_Wisp said, have a good one, Ratman and Katyr and Kelly.
All of you, have a good rest of your evening. Later.